Hello, everyone. I'm Kristen Von Fox, and I help my clients who feel stuck, weighed down by old blockages and old stories that are ready to break through to the next level so that they can really enjoy their lives and really reclaim their passion and their power for life. And today is day 2 of the Shadow Shifting Challenge. I'm really excited for those who are here today. If you didn't watch the video from yesterday, we worked on the first step of this challenge, which was all about looking inward and seeing what blockages that we have that are coming up that are ready for us to take some notice of them. And today we're going to be going into that second step, right, and breaking these down to really easy steps for you. And the second step today is all going to be about looking at those blockages that we had come up that we saw yesterday. And we're going to be opening up some really beautiful, gentle dialogue with those energies in our body. Because I really truly believe that we will continue to attract the same lessons, the same patterns, the same blocks, and the same situations until we really understand what the lesson is that they have for us. Because if we just continue to want to banish the bad energy, but we don't take a moment to learn from it as our teacher, as a lesson that's come to show us something really important about ourselves, that we kind of get stuck in that space of not really understanding why it came and what wisdom it brings. And I find that whenever I go into a space where there's something that's blocking me, maybe a lesson or a pattern that's coming up, and when I go and I actually talk with it and understand more about the lessons and why it's there, then it gives me an opportunity to understand what the message is and then fully release that. And tomorrow we're going to be working on shedding those energies completely. But today, as we're breaking this down to the solstice challenge to go inward to see what's going on, learn those lessons, and then shed. Today is going to be all about really listening, right? Yesterday was about seeing, and now we're going to be doing some deep listening today. So I hope who was there, anyone who was here for the challenge yesterday, I hope that you wrote down those energies that were coming up in your body. I know that we had some people that were doing this exercise along with me yesterday, finding that these blockages in the body can have a color or a texture, or sometimes they kind of turn into looking like a cartoon character that has some kind of emotion or some kind of message with it. And today we're going to be really talking to those energies in our bodies. And so if I'm going to pick up from yesterday, I remember that when I was doing the exercise along with you, that I was finding that there was some pain in my head from a migraine that I've had for the last week, and that shifted a little bit. And sometimes those energies will shift. And it's important to follow them with our awareness and see why they're shifting and what the message is in that. And so I'm going to be looking into the energy in my head that shifted into my shoulders. There was an energy in my solar plexus and then something in my throat that was dying to talk to me. And I just said, we're going to wait until tomorrow. I'm going to talk to you more fully. So we're just going to step into the next part of this exercise by just shaking our bodies and shaking off any of the heaviness, any thoughts that are in our head that are just, not in alignment with us going inward, just shaking your body, getting back into body and just breathing in and out, inviting that breath in and your awareness into your body, into those places where you might have felt blockages. And now just bringing your awareness into the first block that came up. Maybe it's a new one, but I'm going to, encourage you, if you did this exercise already, to go and find the old ones that were there. We already started seeing them. We already brought them into our awareness. The things that first come up are the things that want us to see them and want to come up into our awareness, right? Everything bubbles up to the surface when it's ready to be cleared. So going back in easily into those places in our body. And just breathing into that place where you feel your awareness going. Maybe there's a tightness in your chest, or maybe you're feeling like a block, or you're feeling some heavy energy, or maybe there's some energy in you that's buzzing. Go into wherever that place is that's first calling your attention, because we're going to do this a couple times to make sure that we really communicate with all of the energies that are wanting to come up to the surface. So just bringing your awareness into that space. And seeing the image of what that energy looks like once again, just to familiarize yourself with that block. Looking in and seeing if it has a texture or a shape or a color. Maybe seeing it turn into a face. Seeing if it has some kind of a personality. And breathing into that space. And as you see it clearly, I want you to ask, why are you here? Why are you here and how long have you been with me? And just wait for the answer. Why are you here and how long have you been with me? And start to open up that dialogue. Mine's already chattering away. I hope you're getting some information from yours as well. And I want you to ask, what is the lesson you have for me? What is it that you want to tell me now? And see what that energy in you says, if there's a message for you. What are the lessons? What else would you like to tell me in this moment? Asking that energy or that block in your body, what message do you have for me now? And another question you can also ask is, do you belong to me? Who do you belong to? Taking a deep breath and breathing love and awareness into that space, saying, thank you, I love you. Thank you for telling me. I love and appreciate your wisdom, and breathe into that space and just expand it with your breath. I hope you got some good messages. I know I got some really good messages there from that energy that was within me. And now we're going to move on to another place, maybe from yesterday, where you felt there was some energy stored in your body that was grabbing your awareness, coming to the surface, wanting to be looked at, wanting to be visited. And so you can imagine just bringing your awareness to anywhere else that you feel a block, or maybe you feel pulsating or some kind of pressure in your body. Saying thank you to that energy that you just spoke with and moving on, seeing what else is there. Just feeling naturally where your awareness goes, what wants to get your attention, be with it now and ask, hi, who are you? What are you and how long have you been with me? You can ask if this energy has a message for you, or maybe a lesson. What message do you have for me now? Energy inside of me. You can ask, why are you here with me now? What is your purpose right now? What do I need to know? You can ask if there's a final message that this energy has for you at this time. What would that message be? What does it want you to know? Taking a moment to receive any last messages, you can also ask, are you mine? Do you belong here? And just notice the sensations in your body as you speak to those energies, those blockages. And let's do one more. You can tell that energy, thank you. Thank you so much for speaking up, for letting me know, for bringing me awareness. And now let's move to one other place. Is there another place in your body that's just calling your attention, calling your awareness? Maybe it's somewhere from yesterday. Maybe it's a new place in your body. Just bring your awareness there lovingly. See what part of your body is calling. And bring your mind's eye, all of your attention to that place. Seeing if it shows you a familiar shape or color. And then asking it the question, why are you here? How long have you been with me? What lesson or message do you have for me now? What lesson or message do you have for me now? What do I need to know about you before I can let you go? Asking, are there any final messages or information that you want to bring to me before we stop this exercise for today? Are there any final messages or anything you'd like me to know before we go? And we can say thank you, I love you to those energies that have come up in our body today to bring us some messages about what we needed to hear. And I'd love to hear in the chat box. I've got Instagram going and Facebook right now, so I'd love to hear from anyone who wants to share or make a comment. Was there any message that came up for you today that surprised you? And while I'm waiting to hear some responses, I'll share a little bit about my experience. Was that I had an energy in my throat that I was very aware of the other day, and it was pacing around yesterday, and it wanted to talk, and I waited until today to dialogue with it. And the energy that it was bringing up was of a past life of where I was poisoned, and that there's still been this energy of mistrust of the people that I love and that I'm speaking to, and feeling like there's some residual pain and suffering there of the final moments before I died. Like part of my soul energy is stuck in my throat because of the closing off I felt from being poisoned in a past life. And so the information was all about how this is just a residual energy that is still suffering and still reminding me energetically of speaking up, and that it's something that absolutely doesn't want to stay there any more than does want to clear. Oftentimes when these energies come, sometimes you'll find that they apologize, they're sorry that they're there, they're stuck. And so it's really important for us to, dialogue with these energies to learn more, because they oftentimes have lessons. And it's important for us to get in tune with what that lesson is really about, so that we can be ready to go to the next phase and really shed that energy, which is what we're going to be focusing on very deeply tomorrow. Ryan in Facebook says, it's still orange from yesterday. It was orange and fuzzy, I remember. And he says, energy in my legs, restlessness, needing to move and do more, right? So we can ask our legs, what is it that you want to do? How do you want to be used? Sometimes it's part of our body feels inactive. Sometimes part of our body's holding on to something. And we can really understand some of these lessons and these messages when we tap in. So is there anyone else who wants to share anything on this live recording before we close for today? Yeah, and I remember the energy in my back, which is a new one. It's a pain that I felt, for the last couple of years. And this energy was all about holding energy for others, like bearing the weight, right? I'm born the year of the ox. And so I'm very good at holding energy for the collective, but that doesn't mean that I have to, right? It doesn't mean that I have to bear the weight of that on my back. And so the message was all about cutting cords with really releasing and having no attachment to the outcome for my clients or other people, and really allowing myself to be liberated from carrying so much energy for the collective. Yeah, so I hope that you enjoyed that experience. I hope that you got some really good messages. If you're not live, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What came up for you? What was the message? Was there an aha that you didn't expect, that this part of your body or this energy in you gave you this message about? And tomorrow, please tune in, because we're going to be doing one of the most fun parts of this challenge, which is to really release and shed these energies so that we can up level and shift to the next level. So thank you so much for showing up today, doing this meditation. I encourage you to be in tune with these energies throughout the day. See if there's any new messages that come up. Play if there's anywhere else in your body that I didn't create time for today. Go, and that's your challenge. That's your homework today, is to go deeper in. See if there's any other parts of you that have messages, and glean from those messages. See what's there for you. See what messages are up at the surface and ready for you to see, so that you can be more knowledgeable, grounded, and ready to release. So I'll see you tomorrow at the same time, same place, and we will go into step 3 of the Shadow Shifting Challenge. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Ending all the videos.